Alicia, have our thing
Okay.
set up.
Yeah. Live. Music. Up with the music. Up. It's coming up. Up, 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 up. Up with the music. Up. The ladies' lounge is enjoying some Jamaican music.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how to do the Jamaican dance, but
All right. Are you ready to start? Uh-huh. All right. Hi, Pastor Michelle. How you doing? What I want?
we're good. Welcome to the ladies' lounge, everyone. Let's wait until some more people will come in as we
Yep.
join, hallelujah, the wonderful day here in New York and in Canada for the ladies' lounge.
Yes. You're doing an
We
awesome
need the music. We
program.
need the music.
You want some more music? All right. Let's get some
Yeah.
more. Get some more. We'll start it again. Play some more. But you have a good program for your ladies and even for gentlemen too, right?
Oh, yes.
To learn, to love, to laugh. Nice.
Up with the volume. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to the Ladies Lounge. Another day, hallelujah. Well, today is just a beautiful day here in New York. It's a little overcast, but that's fine because it's not too hot. They said the high today would be in 81 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
Celsius in Canada, but we use the old system here in the United States. And we
Yep.
welcome all, one and all. Thank you so much for joining us here again at the Ladies Lounge, a place where we can learn, we can lull, and we can laugh. Hallelujah.
Nice.
And today we are joined by the one and only, oh my gosh, Miss Tanya, Mrs. Tanya Hernandez, aka Miss Tanya Lou. Oh my gosh, from Canada. Oh my gosh. And as we know, here at the Ladies Lounge, we're here to learn from all different people from all different backgrounds. And oh my gosh, we're so excited to have this because I am a Jamaican,
Yeah,
the
man.
host. MCA Aldridge, aka Pastor Michelle. I am a Jamaican, as you can hear from my accent. I never lose the accent, but when I go to Jamaica, they say I have an accent. So I guess I'm in between. So I am Jamaican, and
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 I'm
bless the
Jamaicana.
Lord. Pardon me?
I'm
Yes,
Jamaicana.
and you're what? How do you
A
call that?
Jamaicana, Jamaican
Jamaica.
Canadian.
Oh my gosh, that's a new term for me. I didn't know. So we are here dressed in our Jamaican colors. If you notice, we're
Yeah.
all our Jamaican colors: green, yellow, and black. I have just a little bit of black, but then my hair will be the black.
Yeah,
Hallelujah.
man.
And our guest today, she is completely dressed in the Jamaican. Well, she'll explain everything. And we are here to learn today a little bit more about the cultural side of Jamaica. And she's going to tell us why it is she decided to continue the legacy of none other than the famous Miss Louise Bennett. So we will turn it over to her and she will tell us all about Tanya Miss Lou. Hallelujah.
Thank you for having me, Pastor Michelle. I want everybody to know that Michelle is my longtime friend from Holy Childhood High School. It was just nice to reconnect on Facebook over the last few years. And just thank you for having me here. And I hope today that it will be a time where you learn definitely about some of our culture, our Jamaican culture, which I try to keep up and preserve here in Canada, and also to extend it to the world, and that we have a little joy and laughter out of it as well. So you had asked me earlier, why am I doing this? From a child, I always liked to perform, and Miss Lou, everybody heard this name, Miss Lou, the Honorable Dr. Louise Bennett. She's the mother of Jamaican culture. She is the lady who went into the country to find out about the ways of our forefathers and also the way how people live, right? So we would have that culture preserved. So she preserved it, she promoted the culture, and she performed it through songs, stories, skits, and poems. So she's known as a comedian, but she's more than that. She's a social commentator, right? She comments on the politics, she comments on our country people, city people. We know everything good, bad, and indifferent about Jamaican culture, right? But what Miss Lou did was a kind of subterfuge. While she spoke about very serious issues, you know the saying, you're taking tea, kill a hot bun. Put some little joke in there too, but underneath it is some serious things that we're learning, and we're also learning about our Jamaican ways, which came from our African ancestors, which we should never forget. So Miss Lou promoted through patois, right? I remember listening to Professor Adisa, who made a comment when she was interviewing Miss Lou. Miss Lou said she just wanted to be herself. And so while we have the Queen's English, she realized that she has African blood and she went off her patois. So she wanted to be herself. So Miss Lou just came authentic. She was not afraid to challenge the status quo at that time. Some people think that patois corrupt, but it's not corrupt because our patois, it has structure, right? It has syntax, semantics, it has phonemic, phonetic, everything all together, just like English language. It was derived the same way English language was derived. Miss Lou taught us that our patois is a derived language, and so we must be proud of it. So I decided while I'm in Canada, after I had my children, I saw them grow up. In 2002, I was just at a party and, talking and talking, Canada nice, what you call, it's like, and people were laughing and saying, Tammy, you have a way with people. You let us laugh, but you also know so much about our Jamaican ways. Would you want to perform? And so that's when I started it. And after that, I just stepped, I even did a video called Canada Nice But It Cold. I'm planning to put it on Facebook one day. I just need to get that all done up. But after that, I started writing and performing poems, songs, and just like what Miss Lou would do. And here I am in Ontario now for the last 8 years. I have been asked to perform at Miss Lou's room in Toronto. You know, they have a Miss Lou room for her. Right? I've also gone to the Miss Lou archives at the McMaster University here in Hamilton, where I live. And I have read a lot of her works, and one which I will be performing today, which I think you guys would like. But I just want people to know that we Jamaicans, we are out of many one people. We are mixed. We are more mixed than we are black and white. And our Jamaican story has all of that in it. We're black, white, in between. And so I have every nationality I can talk about, Michelle. One of which the African, which I'm proud of. And because of all the racial angst that's going on, and because I see young people not having an identity, especially our black colored kids, I thought I have a voice. God gave me a gift to use song and poems to teach. And so I'm a teacher as well. I teach kids. I'm a special reading specialist, and I teach kids with dyslexia. And my motto is edification, education. So I put it in my performance. I'm edifying and I'm educating. And of course, I want to bust out with some laughs sometime. So that is how I came to do this. And now people would say me, I said, why you look like Mr. Louis? And sometimes them get confused on what they're related to Mr. Louis. But it was in my heart because from raining days, we used to look up to her, who she was my mother too. The way she nice, right? You know, ring ding, you know about ring ding, right, Pastor? You know ring ding, you used to go on ring ding sometimes. Did you ever go? Well, I went on ring ding, and Miss Lou had that program in Jamaica because she wanted children to learn about their culture. She said you must teach the children the same thing that belong to them. So me, I teach the children and big people the same thing that belong to them. Your culture back from, if you don't know where you're coming from, you're not going to know really where you need to know that. I mean, I believe you need to pass this on to your children. So as Mr. Lou would say, in a new just start, but not throw your whole bun. So today I'm going to show you what I have in a whole bun pan, right? So I hope you would like what I have for you. I can hear you.
Okay, okay. So you're going to sing now.
So before I do the singing, Pastor Michelle, because so much is happening in the world right now, especially with COVID. There's a lot going on. I want to do 2 poems. One to speak about the present crisis of COVID, and the second one for our Black people to encourage them. Is that okay? And then I will go into. So this first poem is called Fallen but Not Forgotten. Right now, you have people who have lost people to COVID, or have people very sick. And I want them to know that Tanya will remember them. Loved ones, mothers, fathers, sons, and daughters, humans with beating hearts like ours. We could not save you, and we mourn this. Joyful memories of you, beloved, linger in our hearts. Providers, caregivers, first responders, your sacrifice will never be forgotten. Loved ones, we will blot out accusers tarnishing your worth, as if your age, nationality, or health are the real cause of your fallen state. loved ones, we will remember because our heroes, the enemy, the virus that surreptitiously creeps in, torments, and isolates us, will soon be vanquished by divine intervention as we look up and battle with fire's sword. Your death will not be in vain. May the words of our mouth and the meditation of our hearts be acceptable to our Creator to bring about a new day, a new dawn. This earth and its people need a cleansing, fresh wind, fresh fire for us living and for our fallen but not forgotten ones. Keep your sound on. Not hearing you, Pastor.
Fallen but not forgotten. I was waiting.
Fallen. So the next one I have, I'm going to turn on my Bluetooth for this. This is for all that's been happening with this racial crisis. I did this for Black History Month. I wrote it. It's called Redemption. So I would like to do it for you. I'm going to just turn on the drum beats. I'm going to have some djembe drums on. So let me
Djembe drums.
Djembe.
Okay, what are the djembe drums?
I don't just drums. So I'm using background music.
Yes.
It's royalty free, so I could use it. All right. So I'd like to do it for you.
So those are special kinds of drums that they use in Jamaica.
But I am going to use it for my poem, to do the poem Redemption.
Yes.
Redemption. Black woman, black man, melanin strong. Our ancestors and descendants fought the struggle of redemption hard and long. Resolute, brave, they triumphed amidst opposing force. Broke down walls of adversity, forthrightness, faith in a divine source. Black woman, black man, look back in history at your story of ancient glory that others have taken and made out to be their discovery. Black history is your story, his story, her story. We are about to be read by all before there's true redemption. Although, despite prejudice, we stand tall. A bridge of peace is in process of construction. Black woman, black man, the world is in need of instruction to see everyone as human beings and not judged by the color of one's skin. Black history reminds us all that true freedom comes from within. Black woman, black man, melanin strong, take up the baton that was before us so that our children can sing a new song. Redemption! Like that one?
Glory. Redemption.
Redemption. So I wanted to big up my people. Listen, me hear people talk about black and black. We have white and black already. We can be on top of each other, but as one of my friends, Sylvia, said, if white was always on top of us, then make sure we on top of our own people. We must learn the trick. We cannot be against our people. We have to learn to love each other no matter what color. Let us set an example and love each other.
Yes.
Love our black people, love our white people. Lead by example and be the change that you want to see.
Yes.
And I'm asking government members, people and them jobs to stop this racism business, because we are one global community and we have God pickaninny, right? Yes. So with further ado, I want to start the program. Remember I tell you about ring ding, right? So Miss Lou did a ring ding because in the olden days, people would want to eat them tree and they would perform all kind of different things. So she put it in our children's show ring ding. So now my performance and all the other performances you would see from other cultural groups, it's like a form of ringing. So Miss Lou always had a welcome song. And I'm going to do the welcome song. Then Miss Lou has a praise song. And I'm going to do one of her patois rhythm. And there is another one she did when she did a pantomime in 1949. And I am going to know your sister is in the background, and so I will add a song there as well. It's a call and response song. So I'll let you know when I'm about to do that, okay?
Yes.
So I'm gonna turn on this right now and get my, sorry, testing, yeah. Can you hear me, Mitch? This long time y'all never see you. Come at me hold your hand. This long time y'all never see you. Come at me hold your hand. He let your cross you up and we got the black sound. Let me hold your hand, yeah. Let me hold your hand. This long time boy, me never see you. Come at me wheel and turn. Boy, me never see you. Come at me wheel and turn. We let your cross you up and we got the black sound. Let me hold your hand, yeah. Let me hold your hand. This is a call and response song, so I want you to go, aha, aha. Come, Michelle. Aha, aha, aha. Hosanna, me build me house, so aha. Gonna rock and roll, aha. It will fall on it, aha. Sun will shine on it, aha. It's strong music, aha. It's strong candle, aha. Gonna rock and roll, aha. Gonna rock and roll, aha. Hosanna, we will make house, so aha. All right. This is Mr. Lou's song. Dirty Talk. Shine, but it's not bright. No matter wild, little no, river flood, but water scarce, y'all. Rain a fall, but dirty talk. Things so bad that nowadays when you ask somebody how them do, them afraid you take it, tell them back. So them no answer you. $1 gone and man we wage. We no feel no merriment. $10 gone and pan we food and plenty pan we rent. Saltfish gone up, mackerel gone up, beef and pork gone up same way. And when rice and butter ready, them go on holiday. Hey, the price of bread gone up so high that we have to agree. Because we are on bread and all, to dumpling refugee. And all them magas money when they are born like fat sin. And all them dead wanna pass with me. I left them to dumpling. Sun a shine, but things not right. You got a boy, little no no. River flood, but water scarce, y'all. Rain and fall, but not it up. Not it up.
Uh-huh.
Not it up. Ay, ay, ay. Remember, I'll do a dirty talk. The Almighty will look after you. Eh? Blessings and what more. This one, Miss Lou wrote in 1949 for the pantomime, Bluebeard and Brother Nancy.
Brother Nancy.
Miss Claire, take me back from the here. The wings of love, come this way, Miss Flo. Help down ya, after you know it's a burning man. Rest yourself at peace, the Jamaican folk singers, I love when they sing it. Whoops. This is a love song. So that is a little bit of the folk songs that we did. I hope you like it, Pastor.
Yes.
My favorite. What's your favorite?
My favorite was this long time girl me never see you.
Awesome. Now, I want you to be a part of this song. Now, there are some folk songs called Call and Response, and you would have children play it. Even Miss Ring had the children playing it on Ring Ding. It's Emmanuel Road. And it's about the children, they are remembering or they're singing about the men in the quarry that used to work with the stone.
When you're here, we hear you better. When you're close like this, we hear you much better.
Right.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Put that, yeah. So they would have stones, the kids, they would kneel, they'd stoop in a circle. They'll each have stones to the left and pass it to the right to the other children. Okay. And they, as they sing, quicker and quicker and quicker, because they're going to give stones, broke them one by one. The men in the quarry would break the stones. So the children are reenacting it, right? So them doing broke them one by one, broke them two by two, and them no want them finger for mash, right? So let me give you the words, and I know Miss Grace is behind there, but she's doing a whole lot around there, I know. Thank you, Miss Grace. So this is my stone. So I am going to use the stone and the shaker to make the beat, right?
Yes.
So, go down Emmanuel Road, gal and boy, figure broke stone. Go down Emmanuel Road, gal and boy, figure broke stone. Broke them one by one, gal and boy, them two by two. Gal and boy, them three by three. Gal and boy, the mash no cry. Gal and boy, remember I play me they play. Gal and boy, go down Emmanuel Road. Gal and boy, people rock stone. Go down Emmanuel Road. Gal and boy, people rock stone. Come on. Broke them one by one, gal and boy, two by two, gal and boy, them three by three, gal and boy, the mash no cry, gal and boy, play, gal and boy, quick now, and you have to come in quick, right? Go down Emmanuel Road, gal and boy, we go broke rock stone. Go down Emmanuel Road, gal and boy, we go broke rock stone. Broke them one by one, gal and boy, them two by two, gal and boy, three by three, gal and boy, them four by four, gal and boy, match no crack, gal and boy, remember I play me they play. Now, this is the one that I want you to do with me. What's yellow yam?
Yellow yam now, right? Yellow yam. Okay. Yellow yam.
So I'm just putting in, just hang on. We have, so let me just remind you while I'm getting this ready. Remember now, when we roast the yellow yam, and you're going to repeat, it's a call and response, right? So let me.
And we slice it in two.
And we saltfish, and we white flour dumpling, sticking up the ribs, and the coconut oil, and the rest of the chest. Glorious day,
What a glorious day.
roast the yellow yam.
When we roast the yellow yam.
Roast the yellow yam. When we roast
the yellow yam.
slice it in two.
And we slice it in two.
And we saltfish, and we white flour dumpling, and
it's
coconut oil,
and the coconut oil.
glorious day.
What a glorious day. When we roast the yellow yam.
Now this one, everybody love them coffee.
Yeah, that's my favorite flavor.
All a while coffee in the morning. I care for nothing else. The only thing for me
is the bowl of boiling coffee in the morning.
like the chocolate, some people like the tea. Some people drink the sugar and water, some the lemonade. But I care for none of these.
The only thing for me is the bowl of boiling coffee in the morning.
Coffee, the bowl of boiling coffee in the morning. I care for nothing else.
The only thing for me is the bowl of boiling coffee in the morning.
Sometimes I drink the chocolate and saltfish with the yellow hard neck, like pear and coconut oil. I generally send me prayers, but sometimes I forget. But I always have me coffee in the morning. Me coffee, me coffee, me coffee, me coffee, me bowl of boiling coffee in the morning. I care for nothing else.
The only thing for me is the bowl of boiling coffee in the morning.
But guess when you don't drink coffee now? You know
okay, when you come closer to the screen, we hear you better. Come up. When you come up closer.
Time.
Mango time.
You know mango time. So remember, we no drink coffee, tea, mango time. You know that one?
Come sit. Because we can hear you better.
Okay. So
when you're sitting, we hear you better.
Sure, you know that one.
Yes.
All right, just let me put it on. As long as you're enjoying it. archives. And I came up with our own writing, you know, when we used to use typewriter. And Mercedes' poem, it was a song she did for children, but I'm going to do it like a lavish poem. And the name of the poem, it's all in the theme of foods. Jamaica Food Alphabet by Miss Louise. A is for Aki Saltfish best friend. B is for Bobby Banana Bula and then. C is for Coconut Callaloo. D is for dumpling and dokono. E is for egg nourishing to eat. F is for fufu when you lose your teeth. G is for guava and gungo peas. H is for honey, come straight from the bees. I is for Indian cane, make you strong and well. J is for jackfruit, don't judge by the smell. K is for king fruit, big and juicy, them grow. L is for locust, same thinking too. M is for mango, what a something sweet. N is for naseberry, smoothness can beat. O is for okra, it's slippery, my child. P is for plantain, roasted or boiled. Q is for Quentin in food, got charms. R is for rice and peas, Jamaica coat of arms. S is for susumba with saltfish and rice. T is for tangerine, every peg sweet and nice. U is for ugly orange, it nice, you say? V is for victual, that's food, pickle to me. W is for watermelon, that cool me dear. X is for extra, that's finish here. Y is for yampy and also yam. Z is for zuzu, that boy can't yam. And let me tell you about the other food them. Pineapple, rose apple, itioti, sweet sap, sour sap, rundown and patty. And when you don't hear how Jamaica food sweet, you just lick your finger and get ready to eat. Ay, ay, ay. Like that one.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You found that at the library?
At McMaster University in Hamilton. I went with the Jamaica, I'm a member of the Jamaica Foundation of Hamilton. And we went and we viewed Miss Lou's funds, their digital archives. And so, yes, we went and as a matter of fact, anybody in Canada and ever want to be a part of Jamaica Foundation of Hamilton, we are on Facebook too. So that's what we did because we're representing our culture. We want to learn more about what we do, what we say, what we eat. And then I saw this written, she had it just written, and I know that, but she actually typed it. And I took pictures of it and I learned it. So I hope I did a good rendition of it.
Oh my gosh, you did terrific. Let me tell you something. I don't want to cut you, but I always heard my father sing that song about coffee. And I didn't even know my sister really knew it. I always sang it to her. Of course, I don't know the words. I got to learn all the words. Please send them to me. And my other sister, she had already said daddy. So she knows.
That makes me feel so good.
Yes.
Because that's the whole purpose of me doing it. Not to have fun, but also to pass on some of our nostalgia.
Yes.
Tell me, you used to hear your father, your family members sing it. I want to bring back those old time singing come back again.
Oh my gosh, true.
Yes. So Miss Michelle, next week now I'm going to do my recording music, the ones that I have recorded since the last 2 years, and I'm still recording, but I thought I would represent my country and big up my country and bring back all those nice things about us.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, so if there's anybody who want to ask me any questions, feel free to call in and ask me.
Yes. Well, we do have a couple of questions, but I did want to ask you specifically. I wanted to bring out the fact that, oh my gosh, this long time girl, me never see you. Come let me hold your hand. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord, that grabbed it back.
Yeah, Yes, you ever hear it said Jankro? Jankro,
Yes.
it said this long pile Jankro sit down pan tree top
Yeah,
blossom.
boy, yes.
Michelle, Pastor Michelle,
Yes.
Jankro no pick off leaf off a tree. Said Jankro want more than leaf. But Miss Lou used that saying, peel a Jankro sit down pan tree top pick up. It's a saying. It's a long time gal me no see you. It's like you will never see a Jankro pick off leaf, the pan tree pick leaf.
Exactly.
You see how our language, how it's so colorful and how it's nice, right?
Yes.
So even in the song, you have proverbs, Jamaica's philosophy, all those things. That's why I do it, because even my children, I have 4 children and I have a grandchild. I teach them a lot.
Yes, yes, yes.
And the proverbs really have a lot of deep messages inside of it.
Yes.
When your parents say, keep by your mouth, it's not every time you must talk, right?
Yes.
You know that, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Someone, one of the Jamaican, the Miss Lou's saying that I always use, and I've taught different people the saying over the years, turn your hand, make fashion.
Turn your hand, make fashion.
Yes. I used to teach that so many people, and they would say it, my American friends would say, oh, turn your hand and make fashion.
Yeah.
The Jamaican way is turn your hand, make fashion.
Tell them, say they mustn't be like Miss Matty, who's tush and can't mash hands. When she go to England and them ask her for sing, what is song what Matty for sing? Me no want what Matty wall and left. You know that song there? When she go to England, you know what she said in English? I don't want what Matty eats and leaves. What wrong with her? Una fatak, una patwa. Me no know what wrong with her no. Yes.
You are too much. I wanted to know, one of the questions is, we know it was Miss Lou and Ronnie Williams. That he was like her sidekick, and many people thought that was her husband, but they worked together, as we know, right? Is there any like any archives or any information about him as well?
So there are quite a few places. The first one is at the National Library of Jamaica. Yes. You can see half of Miss Lou's archives are there. So anyone in Jamaica, go to the National Library of Jamaica, okay? Also, in Miss Lou's room in Toronto, right? If you go to Miss Lou's room there are a lot of her works there that are being showcased.
Yes.
And her other information and archives, you will get it in Hamilton, Ontario as well, at McMaster University. In Miss Lou's, they have a section with all her digital archives known as fonts, right? Yes. So we went there, our group went there, and we actually looked at some things that we didn't even know. We saw pictures, photos of her and her family, friends, government leaders, even with the governor general, prime minister, other leaders of the world, and her writings and her songs. And I've had the pleasure, and I still have the pleasure of knowing her lovely son, Fabian Coverley, and his wonderful family. Okay. I met them, and they really appreciate the work that I'm doing. And whenever there are any, like they've been having some seminars and webinars or any activity at all regarding Miss Lou, they always let me know about it. Because that's the way, right? We want to be able to come together as a community. And our Jamaica Foundation of Hamilton, we are planning in November to host our first ring ding. We're hoping this COVID crisis won't be that bad, but we're hoping we are going to be teaching little children ring ding style stuff.
Yes.
Poems, music, songs, stories, and Nancy stories.
Yes.
Let them perform it so that they could know some of their mothers and fathers' heritage. So those are some of the things that are happening here in Hamilton, Ontario. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's awesome. I, to tell you the honest truth, to live in Canada for this long, 20 odd years, I am my best self when I represent truly who I am as a person,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
You understand that, right?
Yes. Yes.
I cannot forget where I have come from. And
Amen.
actually, Canadians, they're lovely people. They love when, you know, you can just be yourself. Yes, we have our little problems here and
Yes.
there, but most of all, they just love you to be yourself. So
Yes.
I would say that anyone who lives even in the US, you know, you can form a little group, right? You can form a little group as well, and have, you know, little meetings and have people perform. And also what we do for, as members of Jamaica Foundation of Hamilton, we also give funds towards the children's home in
Right.
Jamaica. In it's in Mona, the Mona Children's Home, and also for people who are in need here in Hamilton. And in Jamaica, when they were asking the COVID telethon, the Jamaica Foundation of Hamilton also gave towards that. So those are just some of the things that I am a part
Yes.
of. And we have a lovely president, Winsome. And just go on Facebook, you can check us out. But
Yes.
other than that, yeah, just
That,
keep on the Jamaica burning here in Canada.
that's the Jamaica Foundation of Hamilton that they
Jamaica
can get
Foundation
information
of
in
Hamilton.
Canada. Yes. Okay. We
And
do have, sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just going to say that our president,
Yes.
Winsome Plummer. Yes, because I'm talking here, I want to make sure some get everything right. But yes, and we have Mahon as our Vice President, Mahon Anderson.
Yes.
Yeah, and we have Winsome Plummer as our president.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, but it's a lovely organization and they have their Facebook up and they also have a website as well because we want to come together as one. We want to
Yes.
feel good about ourselves, feel pride, but
Mm-hmm.
also help each other. Black, white, in between, it don't really matter,
Yes.
right? But
Yes. Yes.
our children don't have a lot of identity. You know, they get
Yes.
lost sometimes as
Yes.
diasporians here.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, one of the things, the beautiful things about Jamaica is that when we were going to school, we didn't know anything about you being white, you being black, you and you know, we were just girls in school, and we were focusing on, you know, going to school. We didn't think about, oh, you this or you light skin, you this, you that. You know, we were just girls. Oh, you have long hair or you have short hair or you know, just the normal girl things. We didn't
That's
look and
right.
say, oh, you think you're like this because yeah, it was such a difference compared to living in a foreign country where you have whites and you have blacks and people from different cultures that like to embrace their culture. And sometimes our Jamaican culture, God forbid, but it's sometimes it gets lost
That's
when you
right.
live in a different country. And it's very good that you are trying to continue the legacy of Miss Lou and continue the legacy of the Jamaican culture
That's
because
right.
we don't want the next generation to not know about because there's no Miss Lou on now in Jamaica as far as
No.
I know. And Miss Lou was the equivalent of Mr. Rogers and Sesame Street, right? Ring
Yeah.
Ding was the equivalent in Jamaica, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, it was equivalent to Sesame Street. And even though we did watch Sesame Street coming up, but she was, it was the equivalent, our type of Mr. Rogers or Mr. Or
You're right.
Sesame Street. You
But
know,
I
go
want you
ahead.
to know that there are a few people in Jamaica that are still carrying on the work. It might not be as much as in our time because a lot of the young people, they don't know about Miss Lou or they say that she is not relevant,
Yes,
which
yes,
is, we need to show why Miss Lou is relevant because she's just not a comedian,
yes,
right? She's a
yes,
social commentator and she's an educator and
yes,
she loves kids. And
yes,
with all the problems that Jamaica is having, and like how we have problem in a fluid area too, so I'm not
yes,
just doing my own bird country. we could use the teachings of Miss Lou as classroom curriculum.
Yes. True,
Classroom curriculum.
True.
Right? In
Yes.
the universities, they use Miss Lou. You can go and you can take subjects in patois and in different things. But in the schools, it would be good from your pre-K all the way up.
Yes.
They have a little book about Miss Lou and her teachings. And that is one of the reasons why I do what I do. And plus, I had written this poem the first time when I got involved. I actually wrote this poem that said, if Miss Lou was prime minister, Auntie Rochi would be VP. She will teach everyone to practice up them courtesy. How do you do? Thank you, beg your pardon, if you please. Beg your pardon, excuse me. She would fire all the leader them that full of indignity. If Miss Lou was prime minister, she would be good at finance. No one will need to fret, because Miss Lou will teach us one cocoa, full basket. By hard work, we learn to toil under the sun. And as Miss Lou said, if you want good, your nose happy, run. And all when money now run and prospects look dim, Miss Lou would remind us, when trouble take man, picnic boot fit him. We all have to make adjustments in order to survive, and a one like says the end of our life. Just to think, if Miss Lou was prime minister, give me pride in my heart and joy in my soul. Take care, what good Miss Lou. Your legacy continues to live on. We salute you. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Oh.
Oh my gosh,
you used to call your father Pa, you go to call him Pooh.
Do you remember that one?
Can you imagine? Yes. I will do that one another time. Yeah, the boy come back. The boy come back from foreign. And yeah. And him not come back with twang, but his sister that did come back just 1 week in America. She talked very nice. Right? Because I'm expect you to speak a little, patois. Right? Yeah. Make sure when him come home, not call him Pa, say Pooh. Miss Lou. And you remember Miss Lou poem, Love Letter?
No, I don't remember that one.
Love Letter. Me darling, love me little dove. Me dumpling, me gizzada. Me sweetie Sue, I goes for you like a fly goes with sugar. As I put my pen to paper and my pen nib start to fly. Me remembrance, remember the first time you catch me eye. You draw a drop on your mouth open like when jackass start yarn. And me heart go boogle boogle and me know what make a barn. Don't call me little letter love. No laughter after me, huh? Me learning not too good, but what me can't spell, me will draw. It's not a cockroach foot this, it's a finger with a ring. It mean I want to marry you. Take care. And take care and get the correct size and get it back to this man. This man is me, sweet rice. Take care until I see you next. Accept me young heart. And while I close with lots of love and bands of XOXOX. I missed out some of the lines, but that's basically how it goes.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, this is awesome. It's good for all of us to hear and to see. Oh my gosh. What a wonderful cultural experience and legacy that you are carrying on. And we just greatly appreciate this from the Ladies Lounge. We did have another question about what is the difference between the Jamaican and the Haitian patois.
So I don't know much about the Haitian patois, but of course, with Jamaica, the Haitians, I know they have the French. They have a lot of the French language in it. We also have a bit of French. We have Portuguese and we have different. So you can ask some of our professors who studied language, but I do know that It's different in even the way we express things.
Yes.
They speak more French. That's what
Yes.
I know. We have like a mixture because patois is mixed up with African, English, Portuguese, everything
Yes.
of French all together,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And that is why we say our patois is a language, just
Yes.
like English, right?
Yes.
That
Yes.
got their language derived from the Normans and the French. Our language derived to, just like the Haitian people language derived to. No,
Yes.
but
Yes.
that is what I would say, that they have more French
Yes.
in
Yes.
there, and they speak French, whereas we call it broken English. I really don't like broken English. We speak our Jamaican dialect, patois, which I would love one day to become our national language. I see no reason why it can't be. But me will shut up because some people.
I know that a part of the patois also consists of some of the accents from the British men that did come to live there, and
Yeah.
the Cockney. Is it
Yes,
Cockney?
and
Yes.
Irish.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
because
Yes.
I hear
Yes.
when Irish people say, "What is your name?" We say
Yes.
we put
Yes.
a Y.
Yes. Yes.
So-
Yes.
So
It's a part of it.
our language because we are a melting pot. Remember, when the Africans came to our country after slavery was abolished, they brought in the indentured laborers.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Portuguese, Irish, everybody, Chinese,
Yes.
everybody. So our language is a melting pot of different nationalities.
Yes.
right?
Yes. 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 Then one person wanted to know, will you be able to let us know about someone that can come on, or do you know of anyone that is actually an impersonator or does anything for Mr. Ronnie Williams?
So I don't know anyone really. In Toronto, you have a few people that will perform Miss Lou stuff, but no one per se that does Ronnie. However, in the Miss Lou for the Jamaica Foundation banquet in November,
Yes.
I actually met this young gentleman who is a new member, and I actually taught him something from the Rani and Miss Lou show that both of us can perform. So when I get that running and everything, probably one day we could do something with Rani, because Rani is an integral part as well. Miss Lou's husband was Eric Coverley, Chalk Talk Eric Coverley. He did a lot of comedy and art through art. Right? I don't know if you know that, but Miss Lou's husband is Eric Coverley. Some people thought it was Rani, but Rani and Miss Lou, they had a radio talk show, and Miss Lou, she was in Dulcimina and everything like that. But that's a good question. It would be good to have a few men, and if anyone is interested, anyone who lives here in Canada or even in the US and would like to do a Rani impersonation or just do some of what Rani does, please write me, or message me in Facebook, right?
Yes.
Or write me at Tanya Hernandez 695@yahoo.ca. But I would love to see that. And actually, the gentleman who I'm teaching, him speak pure English. I'm gonna say I have to go broke out of that the pure English because Ronnie, him talk the patois, and I was able to teach him. Because he was just shy, he was just used, a lot of Jamaicans, you're told, don't speak too much patois. But anyway, he was able to do it, but because of the COVID outbreak, we could not do the show back earlier. So we're trying to do it now in November.
Okay, so the final question was, someone wanted to have some information about where can they get your CD? I know you'll be performing some of your songs on next week, but can you put that information up, or you could post it in the comments, or just let the people know now and then you can post it in the comments afterwards.
So they're interested in the songs that I recorded, is that it? Because with Miss Lou's songs, they have rights to it, and so while I perform it, I cannot digitally sell them or whatever, but you can watch me here perform, that's fine. However, I wrote my own songs, and on July 7th, I am actually I'm waiting for approval because I did a famous Jamaican song, which I won't say anything about, but it's actually, let me tell you, I did Coconut Woman, and I got the go ahead from Sony Music, which did Harry Belafonte's famous song. They allowed me to digitally record it. So right now it's on YouTube. If you put in my name, Tanya Hernandez, and you go on YouTube or CD Baby or YouTube, you will see my songs there. Okay, so I will try and send you the links, Michelle, and then you'll know what to do. But yes. I'm waiting. 80% said yes, I can go ahead and perform Coconut Woman with my new music. I did a mento music. So he did calypso, I did a mento version. And so you can hear it now on Spotify and all those streaming and downloading sites. You can hear it there.
Yes.
However, to perform it, because it's a cover song, I will let you know when I get the go ahead, and July 7th, I should be able to perform it. My other 3 songs I will perform, and the 4th one, which I'll be doing, is a new one. I went into the studio last week. It's a song dedicated to anyone who has ever been hurt or oppressed. And it's called I'll Stand By You. So it's not out yet. They're working on it in the studio for me. And I want to thank I Feel Josephs for all the work he does for me on my music. But I will let them know and thank my viewers for listening. And I really hope I brought some joy and I taught you something. And yes, we learned, we lulled, and we laughed. And my darling friend Michelle, I tell you, she says she pretty plus tax. You see her in her earring now, she just pretty with her long hair. Lord, my child, I love her, I see, from school day. Thank the Lord Jesus.
To God be the glory. To God
be the glory. Yes. Mish, thank you so much for having me on. And Miss Grace, even though you're in the background, I didn't hear you. Thank you for being part of the program.
Yes.
And one love, walk good.
Yes.
And good dopey will walk with you every day on your way. Walk good, good follow you. If you just walk good, walk good.
All right. That's a Jamaican saying.
That
good. And thank you so much.
Always ended.
Thank you so much. So we bless God for our Tanya Hernandez, aka Miss Lou, Tanya Miss Lou from Canada. She is live from Canada and came right here to the ladies' lounge. Oh my gosh. Share this with your friends, share this with your family, or let them know what a wonderful time we're having here on the ladies' lounge. And please, please patronize her music. We see it here. She will put the information up on the screen as well. And everyone can go and perform, watch her performance here, but also listen to her performances. And we thank God for all of you that tuned in. Share it. We will also play this again live on Facebook, again, 7 p.m. And everyone can get to watch it. Oh my gosh, we had such a wonderful time. We really did learn today. Yeah. We did learn today, and we did laugh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And she sang my daddy's song. Oh my gosh. Coffee. Meet coffee. Oh my gosh.
Good. You're no. And let me tell you, all of you Jamaicans and Caribbean people, there is a Facebook site called Vintage Jamaica run by Dorothy and team. If you want to keep within a nice group and hear stories and songs and history and just be around a lot of people, I'm a member of the Vintage Jamaica too. And if you ever want to be pastor, please do, so that we all can palaver and talk and laugh and lull and laugh and learn. All right, my dear?
we give God praise for all of you that joined in for the Ladies Lounge. Miss Tanya Hernandez will be here again next Tuesday on the Ladies Lounge, and she will be doing her music, her own recorded music that's on her name. Not just Miss Lou. Oh, we love the coffee. Oh my gosh, I will never stop talking about that for a while. And we enjoyed all of that, but she will be back again doing her own music and her poems, of course. She has her poems. Today I actually had my sister here to help with the sing along. So I give God praise for her, and I give God praise for each of you that joined in. Please share this with someone. Do a watch party. Let people know. Oh my gosh, you don't have to be Jamaican to enjoy the Ladies Lounge. Oh my gosh, we surely learned something today about our own culture. Oh my gosh, we learned and we did lull and relax and we laughed. So we'll be looking to see you next Tuesday again at 3 p.m. for the Ladies Lounge. Hallelujah. And this Friday we will have prayer and the word. Let's see if Miss Hernandez has something else to say before we close.
All I want to say is God's people ono bono nonos. Everybody, black, white, mix in between. We are out of many. We are a global community.
Yes.
Malovono, take care, walk good, and just be nice. Just be kind. You never know when just that kindness may have helped someone who's been going through a crisis. So yes, we don't need riches. We don't need none of those our talents to do our best in life. We just need to spread the fruits of the Spirit that God has given us. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, self-control. Walk good. Ono bono nonos, and me love no more than cook food.
Yes, yes. Bless you. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next week on the Ladies Lounge.